depends. Like, I mean, I suppose, late this year, if possible, maybe a little bit soon. When someone takes a tough fight like that, you want to make sure you're not rushing them back. So, maybe early next year. But it's either late next year or early next year if it happens.
Oh, I like Spence, but I like Spence and all the respect for him and everything. But I knew. I think is the type of fight Terence Crawford is different.
All right.
Steve Espinoza reiterates that Errol Spence wants the rematch, but sounds like Espinoza and Errol Spence's team want the rematch delayed for financial reasons and health reasons. Terence Crawford destroyed Errol Spence in a one-sided butt kicking July 29th. And if it's so one-sided, who's going to buy the rematch? Even though you hear the aerosexuals saying that, yeah, Spence will be bigger in the rematch, and I've heard it all, Errol Spence will be bigger in the rematch, he had an off night. That was more than an off night. That was a destruction. I think a rematch for Errol Spence in December is career suicide. I think if he steps in the ring with Terence Crawford in December, his career will be over. Now, Steven Espinoza is talking about 2024, early or late 2024, so it's very possible we could be talking about a next November or December rematch. This could give Spence time to recuperate, maybe take a tune-up fight that he doesn't like to do, but I think he needs a tune-up fight for Crawford. This gives Crawford wiggle room to do other things, like fight a Gervonta Davis, or maybe a Jermell Charlo after he's done with Canelo, or go to Australia and get the big bag and fight Tim Tszyu, which is very possible. Tim Tszyu and Jermell Charlo are two fights I would like to see. I don't think Gervonta Davis wants to smoke, but that gives him time to build up the fight again. Get Errol Spence on a winning streak. Then they come back to 154 and revisit the fight. I would have said Jaron Ennis, but at this point of Crawford's career, he wants big fights. And Jaron Ennis is not a big fight. Even though if he stays at 147, then that's a different story because Jaron Ennis is his mandatory. In the contract, it says the rematch got to be in 2023, which means it has to be done in December. But I'm sure Terence Crawford will give Spence the opportunity, like he gave him, and have the fight in 2024. Try to build up the fight again, but we will see what happens because Steven Espinoza said there's a possibility there will not be a rematch. We know Spence wants it, but his team may be against it, especially if it's in December. I also think that's too soon. Anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. JBZ, I'm gone.